Knowing when to pivot, man. Knowing when to pivot. Knowing when to stop throwing good money at bad money. Now, knowing when to pivot is an art form. It's not a science, because it takes some repetition to learn the environment and yourself of when you're actually pivoting accurately for a correct reason or just going down a path of least resistance. That's a very, very important distinction. So important, because it can be negotiated as, oh, well, I'm pivoting, but you're really just taking the easy route. Oh, man, right. Is it pivoting or is it quitting? Man, that is that razor thin line. Razor thin. So how do we know? What is the difference? And how do we know when to pivot? Well, there's a few things you should probably break down. First off, have you ever completed anything hard? Have you ever done anything hard? That's the first thing. You should probably start completing some things and having some social proof that you can actually run some things to ground and get some things done. Get some things completed. You don't want to just have this history of not being able to get through things and quitting. Now, knowing when to pivot, man. Let's talk about it, man. I was put on blast by people, man, and those beautiful haters, man, that always try to pick at the man in the arena from the peanut gallery in the crowd as they're sitting there with my time in the Foreign Legion or my time in the Navy SEALs. Man, first off, bro, I completed Navy SEAL training extremely hard. There was plenty of times where I could have taken that path of least resistance and I didn't. And spent 7 years in the SEAL teams. Messed up, got kicked out. Yes, I did. Right? That is 100% true. That was not choosing the path of least resistance. Incorrect, unintelligent choices, yes. But not quitting. Now, also in the Foreign Legion, man, being able to take accurate information and then pivot is extremely important versus just weathering through something that doesn't make any sense. Man, 4.5 years in the Foreign Legion, trust me, the hard time was done, man. I was in cruise control. But when you're getting friction from a foreign government and getting told you're going to be put in jail as a foreigner in a foreign land with your contracts in French and not knowing your rights and lawyers telling you get the fuck out of there, man, you listen. You listen, you pivot. You don't stay and weather the storm for what? For pride's sake? Idiot. Don't be an idiot. When you're being an idiot, that's when you probably should pivot, right? It's not, why would you weather in a business, for instance, that's hemorrhaging cash? It's not working anymore. Man, I'm going to hold on to this business and keep throwing good money at bad money and good energy at bad energy, or good energy at a bad system, and just run yourself and your financial life into the ground. You see the distinction? Understanding when to pivot quickly. Successful people take information, make a call, and pivot. But it's not because they're taking the path of least resistance. It's because they're taking a better path. They have run that path to ground. They've run it to the end. Yes, you can work hard. You got to prove that. But can you also work smart? Can you operate in an intelligent way? That's a massively important piece to understand about a scenario and about yourself. What situation, what fork in the road am I at here? Am I at an important strategic pivot point, or am I just trying to take the easy road? Man, that is important. How do you know? Right here. God is in the gut. God is in the fucking gut. Make no mistake about it. You'll feel it. You got to be able to quiet the noise and listen to that path. Yes, there's some logical pieces you got to put together to understand the puzzle. and understand, okay, the bigger picture. But make no mistake about it, that gut instinct, that choice, man, what's the correct way to move here? Do we keep powering through, or do we pivot accurately? You gotta be able to adapt. You got to be able to adapt. Adaptability, man, that's why special forces are so effective. The ability to adapt. Adapt and move. New environments, new battlefields, new technology, new enemies. You have got to be able to adapt. If you can't adapt, man, you're gonna die out. That's why human beings, that's why we're so successful. That's why we proliferated all over the world, is because we can adapt, man, right here. Be smart. Like I always say, know your situation and know yourself. That knowing yourself, man, that is, bro, you've got to build up some confidence so you can make those calls. Make those calls at those pivotal moments. Pivotal moments, man. Pivotal moments are what make or break us. What's it gonna be? What's the smart call? The only way you can look at it and understand it is in retrospect. You're not gonna know ahead of time. You're gonna feel it, and you're gonna have some gut instinct about it, but man, make no mistake. Hindsight's gonna be 2020. Was it a good call or not? I'll tell you what, in my case, man, knowing when to pivot, boom, you're seeing. On the golf course, family, baby on the way, fiance, beautiful life by my design. Man, for me, it's pretty apparent what was the smart call here. Also right here, clarity. Clarity and inner peace, man. That's how you know. I've never taken a path of least resistance, man. I've walked into many, many fray, and I'll keep walking into the fray every day. Just pulling it back from my last video. Listen, pay attention to your life, man. A relationship, great example. Man, there's relationships that people are hanging on to that you should be letting go of. Man, the man that's successful in this life is the man that understands the art of holding on and letting go. What to hold on to and what to let go of. That's power. It's power to understand the correct call in either situation. Step back, quiet the noise, take away the vices, take away all the complications, strip down your day to its simplest form so you can really see things clearly. So when you come up to that fork in the road, that pivotal moment, you know in your heart and your gut what's the right call, man. Be smart. Out here.